Tara, thank you so much for joining me for this lead generation lab interview series. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
So can you tell our viewers, our watchers, a little bit more about you and your business?
Sure. So how I've gotten here has been a little bit of a long, windy path, but go back to 2011. I was in my corporate job and I needed some creativity big time. I was doing very monotonous writing. And I connected with a college friend who had a book blog. And I've always been a bookworm. I've always been the one that would find typos everywhere. But I never knew that that was even a possibility to make that a career. And I started this book blog and was introduced to the whole world of publishers and editors and authors and was like, I have to be a part of this. Like, I have to do this for my job. This is my dream job. And so in October 2012, I started my editing business as a side hustle while I was still at my full-time job. And that lasted about 5 months. And then I quit my full-time job and took the freelance full-time. And so I've been a freelance book editor ever since. And whenever I would tell people that I was a book editor, especially when I mentioned that I did mostly romance and mystery novels, everybody was like, well, I would love to do that, but I don't have an English degree, or I don't have a journalism degree, or I don't have a degree, period. And I kept thinking, that's not a barrier at all. I have a degree, but it's in marketing. Like, it's not anything to do with grammar and English and book editing. So I decided I need to help people realize that this is a thing way before, I spent how many years not doing it because I didn't realize it was a thing. I would love to help people know that that's a definite possibility and that a college degree is not a barrier to being an editor. And here we are.
And here you are. And so how old is your little lady? When was she born?
She is 2.5.
So she was born after you started your business.
Oh yeah, way after. Yeah.
Very cool. So she's only known you as an entrepreneur.
Yes. I've never thought of that before.
Oh, really? I think about that all the time. It's like something I think about a lot because Camden, my son is 7. I've had my business for 5 years. So like he, knew me as a college art professor at one point, and then now he knows me as this. But Nora is 2, and she also has only known me as an entrepreneur. So I think about that a lot. I don't know why.
That's really cool to think about it that way, though. Yeah, she doesn't know me as the 9-to-5 commute, stressed out person.
I know. Isn't that interesting? All right. So what is something that you're super proud of that you've accomplished inside of your business?
So my biggest scary accomplishment was last month, actually, because again, everybody would ask, how do you start a freelance editing business? And I kept repeating the same things over and over again and thought, I can streamline this and make it a little more strategic. And so I created the first iteration of my freelance editing business builder group coaching program. So we are in week 3 of 6 already. I don't know how we're halfway, but there's 5 ladies and we are building their businesses from scratch in 6 weeks. We are taking them step by step in a very strategic and purposeful way because these women have full-time jobs and are homeschooling / virtual learning, and there's not a lot of extra time. So we're doing very strategic planning once a week, making it happen, getting it done. And it has been the coolest thing to see these women have these light bulb moments and these just great connections and interactions with each other, knowing that there are other people out there like them that have this idea that, they don't really know how to execute it, but they would love to do it. And it's just been amazing.
Oh, that's so cool. I was hoping that's what you were going to say, or one of the things you were going to say. Because I remember when you were on a hot seat and we were kind of talking through the idea of it, and you're considering 3 months, do you make it really long? Do you make it really short? And we landed on the short just because of life right now and what's going on, and committing to something for a really long time can be a little tricky at some points. Yeah. Super cool. So question, how did you find these women? Because that's always the thing, right? How do you find good people?
Yeah. They were all from my email list.
They were all from your
email list from a lead magnet that I did with the lead generation lab.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So did you do a big launch, or did you send an email out and was like, hey y'all, I'm thinking about doing this thing. Who wants to do it with me?
So I have to retract. One person I met on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
But still through the same lead magnet. So
Yeah,
all through the lead magnet. This was very out of character for me because I'm a planner. I have to know exactly what I'm doing, script, all of that. And I procrastinate plan and procrastinate research until I don't take any action.
Yep.
And I just got fed up with it and was like, no, you're just going to do this, throw it out there, totally terrified, and see if anybody's interested. And I think I sent 3 emails altogether that said, hey, I'm doing this. I'm going to do it at a really low cost because it's the first iteration and I want feedback and I want to see what's going on. And 5 people signed up. I literally just threw it out there, which is so not like me, but goes to show that I need to do that more often because I need to trust myself because I know what I'm doing and I don't have to plan every single thing out. So
Sarah,
it might have been 4 emails, 3 or 4 emails. And I posted on Instagram stories a few times. That was it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You took that messy action and that messy action bred results.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. So you kind of briefly touched on this, but I wanted to ask any more. I wanted to go into this a little bit more. How has Lead Generation Lab kind of come alongside of you and supported you as you've done these big things this year?
Yeah. So as an online business owner, you have to generate leads. But for me, I knew a lead magnet and some social media ads. That's all I really knew. There's got to be more ways to do this. And so when I joined and had access to the past masterclasses and the expert interviews, I was blown away by how many different ways you can generate leads.
Yeah.
I had no idea you could do that through Instagram DMs. I just thought that was just like a messaging portion of Instagram, not really used. But that's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing.
So just implementing all of the things that made sense to me and made sense to my business at that point has been amazing because there's so much in there. I cannot imagine someone joining and not finding something that would fit their business, their season of business, or whatnot. So the trainings have been invaluable. The email funnels were so good because, again, Lead Generation Lab, you generate the leads, but then you have to nurture the leads.
Yes.
You have to create that know, like, and trust factor. And I think I knew that, but I didn't implement it and didn't have it as a part of my business. So having those email funnel templates has been amazing because I just had no idea where to start otherwise, other than, hi, how are you? Here's a blog.
Send them an email. Yeah. And that wasn't something that we first had because we started the lab in June 2018, and that started kicking in October 2018. And we did that exactly for the reason you just said, is everyone was, growing their email list and growing their platforms, and then they were like, what do I do with these people? So it was like a huge void in the program. So when we started to implement those, y'all started giving us some really good feedback on those. So I'm so glad we did that. I'm so glad we check that at leap. At first I was like, we're not doing that. Like, that's silly. We're not doing that. It's a one thing program. And then everyone kept asking for it. So that's awesome feedback. Thank you for that.
And I love how when you join, you not only get access to everything that's already been done, but you get access to everything new happening. So there's always something new to learn.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm so excited for this month's Instagram Reels.
Me too. Can I tell you?
It's brand new.
I know.
How great that you have a training on that immediately.
Yeah, I messaged Vanessa on like the 14th of September, and I was like, hey girl, can we rush a masterclass? Could you do a Reels masterclass? And she had just done one for her membership site. She was like, easy, I got this. And I was like, yes. Oh, so good. So yeah, I'm super excited for it too. I loved talking to her about Reels. I got really nerdy, and I'm really excited for our live masterclass this month where we can talk more about it.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So if someone was considering investing in Lead Generation Lab, they're watching the sales page, they're getting the emails, they're watching this interview series, what would be some advice you would give them?
So I touched on this a little bit before, but my short answer would be just join. Do it. Don't sit there and analyze and critique and over plan and over research. Just do it, because there is so much information in the lab that you don't even know, like the whole Instagram DM thing, I had no idea. And every month I'm like, oh, I need to go back and look at this that happened in 2019. It's still applicable now.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, an email funnel or a masterclass. And then the hot seat coaching, we talked on that before. I did the first call of that last month, and it was amazing. It made me take that messy action, and I'd never done a hot seat. I'd heard about them, but I didn't really know what it was. I think I emailed you and I was like, I don't know what this means. Can you tell me? I want to do it, but I don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what spurred me to create the Business Builder. And now, you know, we're 3 weeks into it. So everything that is included and everything you keep adding, it's so invaluable and well worth the monthly membership. I didn't even talk about the Facebook community that's a part of that. And as that's growing, there are so many cool women that are in there that are totally different businesses than me, but have the same issues and the same questions. And I'm learning something new every day, just being a Facebook stalker. Like, just join. It'll be well worth it.
Oh, amazing. Thank you for that feedback, Tara. So our ladies who are watching are going to be like, I need to learn more about Tara. So can you share with us where we can learn about you online?
Yes. So my website is tarawhitaker.com, but my favorite place to hang out is Instagram. And you can find me at Tara MQ Whitaker.
Excellent. So ladies who are watching this, scroll down or look at top wherever you're seeing this. Either look up or look down. You'll see all of Tara's contact information there. Visit her, send her DM on Instagram, show her some love. Thank her for her time today. And Tara, thank you. This is wonderful. I'm so glad we got to chat.